So after so many rumors and many people didn't believe it because there are so many fake news and fake stories on social media, it has not been confirmed by the palace that the ALAAFIN of Oyo is dead. Just reading or confirming the one that was tweeted by popular Yoruba journalist Kemi Olunloye. She tweeted, "Breaking. It is with a heavy heart to announce to you that my king Iku Baba Yeye Alasei Keji Orisha Oba Lamidi Adeyemi, the ALAAFIN of Oyo Empire, has passed away." According to Kemi Olunloye, she said she was 6 years old when her father Victor Omololu Olunloye crowned the deceased ALAAFIN of Oyo, the king of Yoruba land, the ALAAFIN of Oyo. This took place on November 18, 1970. So these are some of the facts, 5 quick facts you need to know about the ALAAFIN of Oyo. The ALAAFIN of Oyo, or you can call him Oba Lamidi Adeyemi, who died today, the 23rd of April 2022. The traditional ruler died late Friday, 22nd of April. Though the rumor came out, many did not believe it because it's only the palace that will announce his death, not any other person, not bloggers. He died on Friday at the F.A. Babalola University Teaching Hospital at Ekiti. His remains have since been taken to the palace. He was 83 years old, and Oba Adeyemi, or you can just say ALAAFIN of Oyo, reigned as ALAAFIN for 52 years. ALAAFIN Adeyemi III was from Alowodu ruling house. He succeeded Oba Gbadegesin Ladibolo I in 1970. He was popularly known as Iku Baba Yeye. So the ALAAFIN of Oyo's death is making it the 3rd monarch that will die in Oyo State in the space of 2 years and under the leadership of the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde. Last year saw Oyo State lose 3 of its prominent leaders. First, it was son of Ogbomosho, Oba Jimoh Oyewumi Ajagungbade III, followed by the Olu of Ibadan, Oba Saliu Akamu Adetunji. Now, today we are reporting that the ALAAFIN of Oyo, or you can call him Oba Lamidi Adeyemi, has now died also. So Abubaku is trending. I don't know whether I pronounce it well according to Yoruba, pronunciation. Abubaku is trending on Twitter, and according to this guy, Dr. Penkin, do you know? He asked a question. If you know, just like as I don't know, why Abubaku is trending after the death of ALAAFIN of Oyo. The term Abubaku means one who dies with the king. Anyone who bore this title was buried alongside the incumbent king upon his demise. It is believed that the title was a way of strengthening loyalty and preventing betrayal that could lead to the king's untimely death, since whosoever occupied the position was sure to protect the king as much as he could, to avoid his own death as well. Abubaku's title was a death trap, as the holder of such title had their life depending on the death or survival of the incumbent king. But the position was much contested, just like other exalting chiefly titles in the kingdom, and this was because of the benefits attached to the title. The Abubaku is believed to be close to the king, with rights to enjoy from the royal largesse. He may even have rights nearly equal to that of the king, depending on the cultural practices of the kingdom in question. This is so because it is believed that since he is to die with the king, he ought to enjoy his living days to the fullest, and it probably explains why the position remained attractive and was sometimes contested, even though it is, somehow controversial, it's somehow deadly. But people still fight for it. People are still fighting for the position. So today, following the death of the previous Ooni of Ife, Oba Sijuade, it was rumored that the Abubaku escaped to avoid getting buried along with the death of the king. But this has been dispelled as false news, with clarifications emerging to prove that no such title existed in Ile-Ife. And of course, today, the Saron of Ife, who is said to be the closest to the Ooni, lived his full years and was never buried with the Ooni. Since the Abobaku culture was abolished in 1859, there has been no record of this practice anywhere in Yoruba land. So those that are tweeting and maybe throwing sympathy to the Abobaku, who, because the tradition has been abolished, if it is still existing, which means the person who has the title of Abobaku will be buried with the ALAAFIN of Oyo. Since it has been abolished since 1859, there is nothing like Abobaku, so there is no one that will be buried alongside the king. And if such existed, we would have known it. But since it's a tradition, we don't know if they still existing. Such practices are practices that were followed when men were not enlightened, when they were not exposed to, they don't even value human life. Those days, those ancient people and their tradition, they didn't value human life. When the king dies, according to some traditions and some cultures, before they bury the king, they will go and look for the head of some other person elsewhere. And then when they bring the head of the person, these are stories I heard. I grew up, knowing. I don't know if it is still practiced. But this Abobaku culture have been, abolished. So no one is dying with the king. The king died. He reigned for 52 years. And of course, he was a very good king of the Yoruba land. And there is nothing like Abobaku, tradition or something killing anyone. So that's all for now. The ALAAFIN of Oyo is dead. And of course, in a matter of, let's say, months, or maybe if you could take a year, there will be a new ALAAFIN of Oyo. And it became, according to some people, is the longest, ever reigning monarch. He reigned for 52 years. So to some people, may God give his family and the royal family the fortitude to bear this huge